Julius Caesar, Act 1, Scene 2, by William Shakespeare. Caesar!
Ha! Who calls?
Beware the Ides of March.
Who is it in the press that calls me? I hear a tongue shriller than all the music cries, Caesar! Speak, Caesar's turn to hear.
Beware the Ides of March. Set him before me. Let me see his face. Fellow, come from the throng, look upon Caesar. What sayest thou? Speak to me again. Beware the Ides of March. Ah, 'tis but a dreamer. Let us leave him. Pass, O soothsayer.
All right. Hey now. Mr. Kovacs class. It's Mr. Kovacs class. You might learn a ton. It's Mr. Kovacs class.
He's interested too.
It's Mr. Kovacs class.
And he's super cool.
It's Mr. Kovacs class.
All right, friends, today we start Project Copycat. Yes, named after a cat named Cece, the copycat. Is she cute? She's cute. Anyway, we'll get to Cece later, but let's start with Otto and Connie. Here they are, the happy couple, Connie and Otto. As you remember, they just been married and now are off to live the rest of their lives together. But something happened over the weekend. They both started feeling a little strange. So they've decided to go see the cell doctor. Well, what seems to be the trouble? We should check this out. Let's see, your cytoplasm. That's checking out. Cell membrane. Cell membrane, cytoplasm, that's checking. Wait a minute. Wait. We need to talk. Oh no, Doc, what is it? Yeah, what's going on? What's wrong with us? Well, it's a perfectly normal part of cellular life. Here, let me show you a few things about what's going on. Connie, okay, this is what you should look like normally, with a nice round see that nucleus round? When I looked at your nucleus just now, it looked like this. Round, that's normal. Not to normal. Round, look at that. It's like the nuclear membrane is dissolving and all of the stuff that's inside is bunching up into little, I don't know, squigglies. And Otto, you got the same thing going on. Here's, right, this is what you should normally look like. Here's your cell wall and cytoplasm and your nice round nucleus. Same thing. Your nucleus is starting to dissolve and everything inside is starting to bunch up into these little wiggly worm-like things. Oh no, how horrible. Now, you know, the cells have different times in their lives, and when cells are doing what they're supposed to do, we call that interphase. For example, I don't know, but most cells like to do the hokey pokey. Am I right? Why, yes, I've always loved doing the hokey pokey. Me too. That's what it's all about. Yeah, of course I'm right. I'm the cell doctor. They love to do the hokey pokey, right? And why do they love to do the hokey pokey? It's written in their chromatin in the nucleus. It's the plans, right? When cells are, the hokey pokey, that's what it's all about. Take a look at these cells. There's a whole bunch of cells, right? And if you look at them, you can see that a lot of them are doing the hokey pokey. How can you tell? Look at the nucleus. It's nice and round. But some of them, like this guy right here, I don't know what, or that's not the hokey pokey. What that looks like, like somebody stepped on a spider. Plant cells, same issue, right? Doing the hokey pokey, there's the nucleus and the nucleolus. There's the nucleus, a couple nucleoluses. But look at this cell, like, it looks different. And then like this one, oh my gosh, is like two blobs, or I don't even want to know what's going on here. Yeah, so every once in a while you'll see cells that are no longer in interphase. They're no longer doing the hokey pokey. Otto and Connie, that's where you are right now. Oh no, how horrible. Well, let me explain it to you. All cells have a life cycle, right? You're born as a cell, and then you have this cycle of life. Up until today, you've been in interphase, doing the hokey pokey, doing what you're supposed to do. Yet, within the last few hours, it seems that both of you have received what we call the signal. Now, that's perfectly normal. And in cells, if you get the signal, one of two things is going to happen. You either are going to kill yourselves, self-destruct. That's called apoptosis. Oh, sounds super painful. Or you're going to replicate and do mitosis and eventually cytokinesis, and you'll have new cells. I'm scared. It's like your family is going to be growing. Now, apoptosis is perfectly normal. It's just basically the cell tells itself to self-destruct. We call it blebbing. It just falls apart. Its own lysosomes turn on it and destroy it. Now, I happen to know that you're not in apoptosis. Why? Because of your chromatin. It's starting to condense into what we call chromosomes. These little, and the nucleus. So that means you're not going to self-destruct. No, you guys are going to make copies of yourself. You're going to go through what's called mitosis and cytokinesis. And yes, both of you. First thing you'll do is you'll replicate all of your DNA, and then you'll split. And then there'll be two of each of you, where there used to only be one of each of you. Your family will double. It is exciting that we will have a nice, larger family after we go through mitosis and cytokinesis. In Connie, you're right here. You're in what's called prophase. And eventually more changes will happen, and you'll split into two new cells. And we would call those your daughter cells. Same with you, Otto. Well, it'll be a little bit different because of your cell wall, right? But after prophase, you also will split, and you'll even have to build a new cell wall, and you'll have two new daughter cells. Again, we always call them daughter cells. I don't know why we don't call them son cells, but they're always called daughter cells.